Welcome back, everybody, to Compas FC. I'm Fernando Ramirez. We took a international break for a week, but we are back. We got a lot of international play to talk about, and obviously everything around the world of football. Some terrible news, obviously, about one of the greats, but we'll get into all of that. JC Cervantes, JC, how are you doing?
Better now. Football's back.
Eddie?
Man, I'm over this international break. Back to the Premier League this weekend.
So yeah, obviously, let's start off with Mexico tying it up with Germany, 2-2. Just what did you guys, JC? I'll start off with you. What did you make of the matchup?
I mean, there's a lot of hype, right? It's a friendly to begin with. A couple good upsides. Eddie's boy Antuna finally bagged a goal out there.
Man, I know that
And
was my boy, but all right.
I mean, you like terrible wingers. Him, Corona, Rashford. It's
Bro,
up your alley right there.
don't dog me like that right now.
Yeah,
We
well, I mean,
just started and you're already going at me. This is
He fits your-
crazy, bro.
He fits your mo, champ. I don't know. I'm just saying that's your boy.
All right.
And they showed some fight. That defense for Mexico is really kind of like still in shambles, I would say. It's just too stonewalled. They're just too slow. The offense is to tell it to have. Santi was out there running amok, playing in the back line, setting up plays. Chucky too, look good off on the wing too. Very, very aggressive, to say the least. But that defense is still really like the thing that concerns me the most at the end of the day. Midfield's looking a little better. Romo finally getting some more minutes right there in the midfield was good to see. Was looking like a bright potential superstar for the team, not in general, right? Like another good player that they can, have in the midfield to replace an Herrera guy. But he just needs to play more. So glad to see Jamie getting his guys in there. The second goal was, pretty amazing. You had a shorter five. What was he like 5'6", 5'5", center mid headering it in place of Sule. So solid cross there. But it's just a friendly, and Germany looking kind of tough. I don't know. You expect to see more. They crushed on USA. They turned it around real quick on them, but that was something to see. Mexico really brought it to them, and we'll see how this goes. Jimmy, I think, hasn't lost right since Copa
Yeah.
Oro, so he's riding the high. So let's see how this pans out.
Whoa.
Ooh. Oh, we got a special guest.
Oh God.
Oh,
We got the red light district.
Oh no.
We got JC over here, my
Seem like he's
main
in
man.
prison.
How are we doing? How are we doing?
Dan
Bro.
Diego joins Compas FC. Eddie
You know
invited
what?
him.
You know what's weird, JC? Why is he in a red light district? Isn't he a blue guy over there? He's blue, isn't he?
He's selling hard, man. Your guess is as good as mine.
Hey,
Shit,
Eddie.
bro. Why you at
Why
a
do you still
bar?
have hair,
Why you
my
at-
guy?
Why you at a bar?
Why not? It's a perfect time to drink.
Is it now? Okay. Slow
There
down
he
there,
is.
champ.
Bro, I don't
Slow
want
There
to
he
chill
is.
out too much. Last time
Yeah,
I
there
saw
goes
Eddie,
Coach.
he was with his love.
One of many, champ. One of many.
Oh, watch out.
Don't
Well, we just
start
wanted
throwing
to.
titles out there.
You guys had
No.
always asked when Dan and Diego was gonna jump on. He jumped on real
About
quick.
There he
time.
is.
But
There he is.
I
Let's
think
get to the most serious topic yet.
What's the most serious topic?
What the hell is going on at Newcastle United, dude? Gambling? We're gambling in Europe now on games.
Hey,
What
you know,
are
They
we
always been. They just
doing?
got caught.
Damn it.
you know how
Damn
how ironic is it that you allow sports gambling sponsorships on your shirts,
Mm-hmm.
but as soon as your player's involved in it, it's frowned upon. I don't
It
understand.
was weird too.
Doesn't
I
make
saw
any
a
sense.
The
report.
they just don't want they
crazy.
don't want point shaving.
The hypocrisy is
Yeah.
real. This is
But I
not.
saw
This is
a-
not Italy and Antonio Conte 2.0. Don't worry about that.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's not that
that's
bad.
what I was
You know,
thinking
it's
about.
not. It's not that
It's
bad.
not that bad.
You
He
know?
just
Boys
came
just
to
betting on a couple games.
didn't he just get signed by a team, Conte?
He's on the verge of.
Who's
Napoli.
signing that bum? Oh
I thought
my
he was
gosh.
yeah, Napoli. Yeah.
Napoli.
Oh my gosh, Napoli, what are you doing?
Look at that.
The fall from grace.
Look at
Hmm.
that.
Wow.
Jason's already starting to get upset.
I never seen someone wear stunner shades like that, and like you a cool guy. You a cool guy.
Right, my guy.
You a cool guy.
Hey, when's the next time we going out? When are we all going out?
Oh, you trying to go out now, huh? Oh, you liked it, huh?
Bruh. I was telling
he
like
got him a
gravy
little
train.
Mose. He got him a little Mose. You don't want to stop now.
Brown sent a text in our group chat, and he was like, what did the tweet say, Brown? Something about what's the last moment that brought you joy or something like that?
Yeah.
And I was like, drinking alcohol. Good God, why did I stop?
There you go.
Why did I stop?
Why did you stop? You know what? It's Thirsty Thursday, too. You know, the podcast can be over.
Not during the week.
This guy. You're not there yet?
All right.
I'm not there yet.
A responsible one, eh?
Yeah, bro. I gotta show up early the next day. I gotta be ready to go. You know how it goes.
You just gotta get her done. Don't matter.
Yeah.
Dan, before you head out, anything else you want to say before you head out?
Yeah, I'd like to say something.
Okay, let's see.
I'd like to say something. Is Manchester United gonna make it out of the group stage, dude? That's my question.
That is it. We're talking international, and you bring up Manchester United.
You know what? Eddie? They
live rent free in your head. Absolutely. You always ask the most ridiculous questions. I'm tired of you. I'm tired.
He said I ask ridiculous questions, but
I'm telling you, I told Fernando to bring me onto the compas on the beat next time. And I'm gonna start asking the real questions out there.
Let me tell you something.
Y'all going a little soft.
You're gonna do the crossover over here.
He says I say the most ridiculous things. This is the guy who wants to bring back De Gea. What are we doing over here, JC? This is the guy who co-signs average wingers like Rashford.
We should have never let him go. We should have never let him go.
That's 2-1. I just said Antuna, his boy Antuna scored, and he said that's not his boy. Like
that's definitely not my boy.
If it was up to Eddie, where was my boy gonna go?
Oh.
Hey Jude.
Leave our
hey, look at these scums that they didn't even co-sign Jude until he made it to Real Madrid.
On it since day one.
Since day one. Since day one.
I watch
oh my bad.
He was watching Birmingham under 15 games and stuff. Yeah, all right, guy.
I was there.
I didn't even have that stream.
No,
we appreciate having you
under 15s. He was playing under 22s.
We appreciate having you on the show. Thank you so much for taking some time out of your busy schedule. By the way, contract negotiations are coming up, aren't they?
Coming up. It's coming up. The thing I'm going to request is Eddie needs to stop wearing sweaters and attempting to try and go bald to match his hero over there. Can't do it. Today you're wearing the hoodie. You should have seen him. JC. When we were out, this guy was wearing a cute little sweater.
This isn't Compas After Dark, fool. This is Compas FC.
It can be whatever you want it to be.
You're sitting there like this, just like Pep.
They're just words.
He said just like Pep.
Starts doing all this hand movement. He's like, "Come on, guys!" He starts clapping.
If I leave you with something before you leave, ABC, my guy, ABC. Always be closing.
All right, Dan. We'll see you later.
Hey, Eddie, you're my hero, guy. You're my hero. Shout out.
I tried.
Oh,
that was Dan and Dago. All right, let's get back.
Not scripted, everybody.
So what? Yeah, I know, not scripted at all.
Not scripted.
Let's get back to it.
We don't have
Eddie,
any NFL seeds on this one.
Yeah, exactly. Eddie, what did you make of the Mexico versus Germany game?
I mean, cool, bro. Like, yeah, Mexico's playing better under Jimmy. We all expected that, and that's been happening. But like, let's not blow this out of proportion like everyone else. If we need to understand that Germany's in a transitional period. They just assigned a new manager. They were in turmoil for the last couple of months. So, they're not going to be. Still kind of are. They're not going to be at full force. Was it an unexpected result for them? Absolutely. I think they felt confident that they should have won the game. They had a couple calls go against them where there was no VAR during the match, and
both sides,
and there could have been penalties on both sides, I guess, and they could have changed the tide of the games. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what's up with this guy Antuna, bro. For he plays for the club, plays like trash. Plays for La Selección, turns into prime Ronaldinho out there or something. The guy won man of the match. Like I sent that stuff to Jason. I'm like, how did this bum win man of the match? But
what did I say? It's a friendly. They give those out in friendlies.
And then Yeah, I mean, I've seen it all over the social media.
It's not like what was happening over in Europe where they had qualifiers for the Euros. Like these were just
That's the whole reason for
friendlies.
the international break.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
And it's good. This is a
CONMEBOL
right step
also.
though, where they're facing stiffer competition because you need that.
Yeah.
You don't need to keep playing your, with all due respect, your Venezuela's, your Peru's, some of these lower league African nations,
your Trinidad and Tobago's, your Hades.
You're not gonna win a lot by facing competition that you face, in CONCACAF. Let's be real. Like El Salvador, like what type of game is that gonna do for you? Like nothing. Yeah, 2-2. I mean, I think the atmosphere alone was pretty great. You see El Tri fans like packing up the stadiums again and showing out.
It was a good German showing too. They had a little fan base.
Yeah, they had a little fans out there too. I think more so it's down to probably Adidas and just some of these federations where they just got together and said, hey, you're Adidas, we're Adidas. We should whatever it takes, right?
Well, I think I saw that players after the match were saying this is the type of competition that we should be facing. Like Mexico is one of the top teams still in the world. We should be facing these kinds of guys, not the typical teams that they usually face, which we all know who they are. But I think it's right. I mean, I'm not saying like every match you face these guys, but yeah, here and there, like you should be doing more of this. Like you shouldn't be facing the Cubas and the this and the that. Like you should be going up against these guys to test yourself and to really be ready, especially because Copa America is going to be coming up pretty soon. It's going to be in the United States.
Yeah, they already announced
you don't want to get embarrassed
playoff game too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You don't want to get embarrassed when it comes to those matchups. Like you want to be ready. You don't want to disappoint the country, especially with the World Cup coming up and it being here. Like when that World Cup is here, all eyes are going to be on you. But I wanted to ask you guys real quick. So I mean, obviously, like I know you guys have said it before that Televisa and all them, they're obviously pro all this stuff, but they kept on like saying that the combination of Johan Vasquez and Cesar Montes,
it's terrible.
It's such a lethal combination.
I saw that. I'll bring it up. You have the visuals?
No, I don't. And I think we would get flagged.
I think it was about like 10 games where they hadn't gotten scored on or something.
Oh yeah.
But they didn't play anybody.
Yeah,
they didn't play anybody. And if you watch them play, it's like watching.
Musiala had them on the floor.
It's like watching molasses.
Come on, bro.
Like watching.
Real Madrid wants
Musiala, bro. Oof.
That is
ridiculous. Him and Jude on the same team is gonna be stupid.
They're clunks.
Oh,
By the way, are you guys ready for this? I got something for you guys.
Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Sit down because I don't think you're gonna wanna.
All right, Dan and Dago.
No, Hercules Gomez.
Oh Lord.
Tweeted out, just finished the Mexico versus Germany game. I love what Jimmy Lozano did tactically. Went against the Mexican national team DNA. He rope-a-dope Julian Nagelsmann. Wasn't naive enough to think that they'd compete man for man in possession. Conceded the ball and was very compact without it. Allowed Germany to come into their half and then transition with the pace of Lozano, Santiago, and Antuna, who was brilliant. Mexico did not want the ball. They wanted to hurt Germany without it. Germany had 71% possession overall, or in the first half, overall 86. Yet Mexico found spaces through their stingy defending and direct play. Set pieces are still an issue, but that's one of the best games I've seen from Mexico in the last 4 years.
It's not wrong. I mean, it's just a combination of what we've been saying, and that's really all we have to play is just the counter. And if you stack in the midfield, like you said, I mean, Hercules for once isn't completely wrong. I mean, but it is one of the better performances you've seen in the Mexico team play. It's just a friendly, so I'm not gonna really
I like that hat,
hype it too much. But it is, it was a better performance.
I like it.
They didn't look like this under Osorio. Thanks, champ.
Nice
throwback spring trainer.
Boy out there crazy, huh?
I like that.
Yeah, you know what it is. You know you can get link in the bio, but
yeah. Use my promo code.
What did you make of what do you had to say?
I mean, possession's not everything. We've always said that. This game,
Santi finally started,
and he looked great. And I think
there were goals,
couple opportunities, but
and there were goals.
That's just down to his form in his club. So his club right now, he's on fire. He's a man on fire.
He's unbenchable.
Is looking like he might leave in January to a much bigger team. We'll see.
Trying to tell you, Bled.
But yeah, I mean, he has a point. Yeah, Mexico played to their strengths, and what are the strengths? Counterattacking. They're not a possession-based team. Yeah, they play your Cubas and your Trinidad and Tobago, and they have most of the possession. Of course they do. But when they face real competition that know what to do with the ball, how to move without it, it's a different story. But you don't need possession to win games. Like, we've seen it, throughout time where teams will beat a possession-based team. And yeah, I'm not surprised, really. I just, let's tone it down. Let's stop saying that 3 is now on course to win the World Cup and blah, 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 blah. Like, no. Just tone it down.
They got some young talent, though.
It's cool. Yeah, it's exciting. I get it, but slow down.
I think Germany's going to be okay too. They have a lot of talent on their team, but I know a lot of fans are kind of angry right now, like the German side. But Florian Wirtz,
Ritz.
Ritz,
that
crazy.
That kid's gonna soon be either
whose project he is.
Bayern.
Xabi Alonso.
Oh, really?
That's a Xabi Alonso.
We gotta give JC credit on this one though. He's been scouting that kid for a minute, bro. And I ain't gonna lie to you.
A little Joker boy, right?
I was a little hesitant, but it made me a believer. The kid for sure.
That kid has a lot of talent.
Yeah, he's got Götze vibes. He's a little more refined Götze.
I think he's more talented than Havertz. Quite frankly.
Right now, yeah. It's hard out there at Arsenal.
What do you guys think of the midfield?
Awesome.
Sanchez, Romo, Alvarez.
I like the Romo. Romo gives you a lot of security right there. As long as he doesn't go and give out the errors, he doesn't cheaply give the ball away in possession, and he's gonna be fine. He was strong for Cruz Azul, and there's a reason why there were talks to have him, already go to Europe after that Olympic team.
I'm gonna duck.
I think that's one of Jimmy's guys, and he's giving him confidence, and he's repaying them with good performances.
I'm gonna duck after I say this because I know JC's not gonna be happy, but
Edson
actually, I thought Edson had a strong performance.
Jimmy.
I think he's building off of. No, I know, but I I think building off of
Jimmy
what
had him on the KISS plan. Keep it stupid simple. Like don't go doing too much.
But simple, stupid.
Stay back there.
But I think he's kind of feeding off of what he's doing. Like West Ham, Eddie and I, like when we watch, like the fans love him. Like we're in the bar and like West Ham fans are excited about him. So I think he's kind of feeding off of that a little bit. I'm not saying that he's like the best CDM in the world or one of these guys or a world beater or anything.
Ultimately, for me, he's got to stay back.
The guy has listen, he might have a little something.
And that's a great point because when we see him playing at West Ham, who does he have around him? He has Ward-Prowse, which in my eyes, he should be playing for England. And he should be a starter for this England team. And then I forgot who he has on his other side, but they play to his strengths. They understand that he's not the most mobile guy. So, they'll do that type of work for him and then allow him to do what he does best, which is cut the passing lane.
Suchek,
So,
right?
Cut the passing lanes, win your aerial duels, and go hard on the challenges, and then slide into center back when you need to. So, shout out David Moyes for that, though, because, he saw a lot in him that maybe some of us were like doubting and questioning, and he's getting the most of them. As I'm a 100% believer, but I'm just saying I am seeing great things from him. So kudos to him and shout out to him for putting in the work.
We will stay with Germany and move on to hold on real quick. I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything. Nope, I have not missed anything. Okay, we're moving on now to Germany also played the US before playing Mexico. The US lost 3-1. Good goal by Christian Pulisic, to be honest. I mean, it was on Ter Stegen, so it was a nice goal, but then obviously disappeared a little bit. But
Germany
I guess we'll but obviously a game 3-1. Just what did you guys, Eddie? What did you make of that matchup? It seemed like the U.S. had them on their heels in the first half, and then in the second half, obviously, Germany came back and beat them. I think in that game too, if VAR would have happened, there might have been one or two more goals for the U.S.
I mean, tough loss, but again, these are friendlies, and you're meant to learn from them. And
But it's smart to have these friendlies against these teams.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I don't really take it as a negative. Yeah, you lost or whatever, but there's a lot of positives you can take from it, and most of it being players getting that experience and playing championship caliber teams that are in the hunt for the World Cup. So 3-1, yeah, you can. That's a misleading score line because, like you said, things could have happened with the VAR that didn't. But I mean, the USA is going to be a good champ. I still think the USA is far ahead from where Mexico is right now at this point in time. Germany's just, like I said, Germany's still not all there. Like, yeah, they're beating a team like the USA, but this German team is still not fully, functioning like they're supposed to. I think Nagelsmann is still trying to figure out who are his best 11, because right now it's just been a lot of experimenting. At the Mexico games, I don't even know the forward he brought on like late in the game, like that was setting up the goals and stuff. Like, I don't even know what that guy's name is or where he plays. So yeah, 3-1. You move on. If you're the USA, you're good. I don't, again, these are friendly games, so you're not European qualifiers or nothing.
It was a good first half. USA really went toe to toe. You like to see the grit from a lot of those guys, and a lot of them play in Europe with a lot of these guys, so they face them regularly. So, when they go and play these games, and you see them show up the way they do the first half, and really just kind of stick it to them. The midfield was really strong. A couple nutmegs here and there, quality goal from Pulisic. But when Germany turned it on and Musiala just started doing Musiala things, it just kind of it was game over. And the US did unfortunately fade away. They didn't really have much to go to when they went to the bench. But when they fielded their starting 11 and their strongest possible, you'd like to see Gio touch the ball a little bit more. They very much try to exploit the wings a lot and try to run down with Weah and try to sweat the defense and just pass it in. And they were there first 20-30 minutes, but it's just not clinical enough. USA missed a lot. And had they converted a few of those early opportunities, you could have been looking at a different scoreline. But overall, an entertaining game. And USA, nothing but good things to take away from this one because, you saw yourself being able to go toe-to-toe. I don't think Greg could figure out, what to do versus big teams like a Germany and all these other bigger, nation teams. But that's just always been my ripe with him. So that's why I think he should be gone already. But he's there, and Gio's playing sort of, and we'll see how that pans out.
Speaking of what you just said about Greg Berhalter, let me just show you a graphic. It's exactly what you're mentioning. Let me go to it now. Here it is. Greg Berhalter against top 20 teams.
Look.
13 games. He's 4-4-5. So he has 4 wins, 4 ties, and 5 losses. Goal differential is -2. 3 of the 4 wins are against Mexico. So if you take that away, he's 1-4-4 in those games.
They're really being generous by adding Mexico into this because I don't know.
Well, I mean,
really
they are
like
you can't take them off. You can't take them off the top 20.
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean,
and they were finals.
Taking FIFA rankings seriously, bro. Like,
yeah,
they had Belgium at the first spot forever, and then they had Wales at one point, like top 10. Like, don't take that stuff seriously.
Yeah, the only reason why I do kind of count those Mexico games because they were finals. They were finals.
Yeah, you gotta count those.
Something. It's not like they were just friendly games, but when you look at it, 13 games, 4 wins, 4 draws, 5 losses. It's just you don't got the tactics, my man. Like, go back to the drawing board, big fella. I just believe this is why, they suffered in the World Cup and why the Netherlands was able to beat them when it was USA's game to lose. And that's why I've been wanting the guy gone.
I'll be honest. I think what happened was they fished around. They tried to go get somebody, and I don't think anybody wanted that. Like, nobody, like none of these top guys. I mean, we all heard.
They kind of wanted a splash signing, huh? Like a Mourinho.
Yeah,
and
that's exactly what I think that they
wanted to go crazy, huh?
Exactly. Like, they wanted like a Mourinho or like, I don't know, just somebody like that, and it just
got Roy King.
It didn't come to fruition.
Roy? Oh man.
Titi Henry was available.
Damn. Nah, he wasn't gonna leave that Paramount table. Come on now. You think he's gonna leave That view for USA.
Amazing.
Come on now. He's Champions League.
Yeah. Champions
But I
League
mean,
winner.
and you know how that stuff is gonna go. I mean, obviously, um, they said,
I'm
oh, there
still
was
backing Greg, bro. I mean, I stop dogging him. The guy's gonna figure it out. Let's trust the
Well,
process. Like,
I don't know.
come on, bro. You suffered 4 years of Tata Martino when you're watching Mexico. Like at least his tactics aren't as bad as his. I mean, come on, give the guy a shot. To prove
He
himself.
had it. He had a whole World Cup. He had a
He's
whole World Cup. What more
one
do
of
you
the
want?
objectives when he took that
You
job was
didn't
to
win.
overtake Mexico, and I think he's done that. So I think he's earned the right to follow through with the process. Everyone's hyping Mexico that they're going to win the World Cup. They're going to win Copa America.
Nah, I don't know, man.
I don't know about all that.
The U.S. lost 3-1 to Germany. Like, now we're going to throw in the towel. Get out of here.
Well, they lost. They
I don't wanna
lost
hear it.
because
Outta
because Greg couldn't go to the bench and make the game work out.
Oh,
That's
they
why they
lost because
lost.
they weren't clinical. That's what it is. That's why they lost to the
But
Netherlands.
still, you
That's
got
why
to
they
keep
lost to
going.
Germany. Like,
You got to keep
no,
going,
like,
bro. Come on, look who started versus Netherlands.
that Balogun guy needs to start hitting it, bro. Like, you didn't. Monaco just signed you for 45 million, guy. Like,
That don't mean nothing.
It's time.
That don't mean nothing.
All right, let's move on now. Obviously, the terrible news was that Neymar suffered a torn ACL and meniscus. That usually is about a 9 to 12 month process. Knowing Neymar though, and the kind of athlete he is, and then obviously playing in Saudi Arabia, he'll probably be back in 7 to 8. His age also might be a little bit tough, but with modern medicine, I mean, we've already seen Aaron Rodgers on the damn. We've already seen Aaron Rodgers out there slinging the football after tearing his Achilles friggin' a month ago. So who knows now? But Eddie, just what did you make of this injury? First off,
he's been one of the most unlucky players, man, when it comes to injuries. We've seen it at the 2014 World Cup. We've seen it, throughout his time at Paris. I think his healthiest period was probably when he was playing at Santos, and he was getting banged up out there. But you hate to see it, obviously. I'm more thinking long term. What did this mean for Ancelotti and Brazil moving forward? Because I'm sure he had Neymar in his plans, and
that was going to be my second question.
How is he going to come back from his injury? We don't know. An ACL, at this age, I think he's 33?
Yeah,
or it's tough, man. But I think Neymar loves the game enough to try to come back and try to be himself and try to regain some of that level. But again, it's just going to be tough because we've also seen a side of Neymar where he doesn't take the game too seriously anymore. So which Neymar are you going to get? You're going to get the Neymar that's going to be full on with the recovery. You're going to get the Neymar that says, you know what, I did what I did, for both club and country, and just call it a day. But yeah, you hate to see this type of stuff happen. It doesn't happen often, but when it does, it's definitely disheartening.
JC,
You hate to see it. Kind of a freak accident, right? Like out of nowhere, guys just doing that. But that's what happens in games like that, where you just kind of carry yourself the way Neymar does. I don't think he's had that will or that want to be great since like the Barcelona days. I think that's the last time you really saw the guy go out there and put on a performance and play to his strengths. Ever since after that, he's just kind of casual. You'll see him turn it on here and there, and every time I see him play, I'm just waiting to see him turn it on, but he never really goes past the 60, at most 70%. And, which is fair to, not to discredit him. His 70 is better than other people's 110. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, fortunately, it's just he takes it for granted, I guess, and that's the reason why for me this injury happened, where he just was too casual, and you really kind of can't be. And I wouldn't be surprised if he kind of calls it. I think he's all right with beating Pele's international goal scoring record. He's got himself some Champions Leagues. He's got himself some club titles, and I don't feel like he's really too invested into the game anymore. Just the whole move to Saudi and the payout and everything he does for, and just injury after injury, and it's crazy. It's crazy. Like to see Brazilian players kind of be this way and not really go 110% every single game and just be casual and pick and choose is not the way. You don't see Vinny play like that, and I get it. Vinny's a kid and he's got a lot to prove, and you can compare the two at that age and they played the same, but you really don't see an off switch on Vinny. It doesn't matter who he plays. You could be playing Bolivia, you could be playing Barcelona, you could be playing Betis, and you're always getting the same Vinny. And Ney hasn't been that guy in a long time. So I don't know how he's going to bounce back from this. Obviously, the age. And then the medicine's there, and he's going to have the best doctors. The Saudis are going to make sure he gets right ASAP. And, they want their guy on the pitch because he's the reason why they're selling what they're selling and they're doing what they're doing. So for multiple reasons, he's going to come back. But I don't think the effort's going to be there anymore. I think he's just getting ready to kind of, play that false 9-10 role and just hang out, dribble, pass it off, and just ride off into the sunset. Hate to see it. I had high hopes for Neymar with Ancelotti, but I kind of feel like this is kind of it for him.
No, and they had a really good lineup too. I mean, well, Gabriel Jesus up top, Neymar right behind him, Rodrigo on the right, Vinicius on the left, Gumares behind them, and then Casemiro on the other side.
It's
so
stacked, bro.
That seemed like a really good lineup.
Who was playing defense on that?
Let me tell you
Marquinhos, right?
Was it Marquinhos?
Yeah.
Couto, Marquinhos, Gabriel, Augusto.
Wow.
Okay.
Not bad.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate. And like you said, JC. I mean, just does he have the hunger to come back and want to play? That's going to be the interesting part about this. This is going to show you a lot of who Neymar really is. I mean, we've seen it. Like sometimes he's. I'm not going to say. It's just convenient that his sister's birthday falls around the time that the Champions League group.
And that's part of the commitment of it.
Yeah, and I mean we know like Neymar has been a really good talented player, but he just didn't like. It's like you said, does he care enough to keep on going? And sometimes guys don't care, and like you said, Vinicius is one of those guys that does care. There's other guys who don't care. So I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see what he decides to do moving forward. But where does this leave Ancelotti and Brazil, Eddie?
Well, I think it opens up his position for someone to step up and try to be that guy. I think it definitely helps Gabriel Jesus' case to where now he can play the striker or the false nine position. It certainly helps Rodrigo, where maybe he can shift in and become a striker or a false nine. And maybe, an outsider gives him a chance to maybe try to come into this Brazil squad and make an impact.
Enrique.
Okay, champ, relax. But again, it's like, to compare him, let's compare him to another professional athlete that just went through something similar, and Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, went down, and within like a month, he's already, walking or
he's out there tossing
whatever he's doing, right?
But he's hungry to come back.
No,
exactly.
But that's my point. Exactly. So you have someone like that, and someone at that age, right? He's what, 40 something, Aaron Rodgers? Or
he's 39.
And a much more physical contact sport too.
Yeah. So and he's playing on turf field sometimes. So it's what JC said. Like, you can't go into games, especially anytime, even if it's a friendly. You need to go 110%. And if you don't feel like you're going to be able to show up for 110%, you should raise your hand and say, "Hey, you know what? Today I'm not feeling it. I'm going to be a detriment to the team and myself. So, I'd rather not play the game." I get it. He wants to be on the pitch, but sometimes you just got to take that L and be like, "You know what? I'm not even in the right mind state right now. Like, I had a, shitty practice, a terrible warm up. I'm not itching to go, maybe, put someone else in there."
You got to know when to hold them.
There you go.
Know when to fold them.
That's right.
But this is a crazy stat right here. Since 2018, Neymar has missed 530 days due to injury.
Bro, Jesus Christ.
That's mental.
That means he's missed 1.45. Like, he's missed almost a year and a half of football because of injury.
Just about a year and a half.
That is crazy.
And then still what's to come. So he will finish with a year and a half.
It's like 700 days or so much.
Yeah, right about. He's going to come up.
This guy's comment. Looking at Neymar's career, We should appreciate his
Well, bro, when Ronaldo made that transition from being that explosive winger to a more central focused role, is because he had that nasty knee injury.
The one that he suffered in 2015.
And he had like that's a chronic illness that he has there, or chronic whatever you want to call it, injury.
Yep.
So it's just again, there's levels to Neymar. He is a super athlete. He's an elite athlete, but then we're talking about athletes like. I hate to say this, like a LeBron James, like a Cristiano Ronaldo,
he's juicy.
Tom Brady at his age when he was playing, Peyton Manning, Thiago Silva's doing it right now for Chelsea, so yeah, I mean, we'll see, Nate. I mean, I don't have high hopes though. I think he's gonna do what Hazard did, call it a day.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. All right, guys, let's move on. Jude qualified for the. I'm sorry, England qualified for the Euro.
You're a cheeky guy. You're a cheeky guy.
And after their impressive victory over Italy, and Italy now again is fighting for their Euro lives. They don't know if they're going to make it out of the group. It's right now England, then Ukraine.
They're a point behind Ukraine with the game less.
Yeah,
6 points. 6 games, 12 points.
I think they still need to play each other once.
Yeah.
So
Ukraine's got 13 with 7. So I think it'll be all right.
JC, I mean, you criticize a certain player a lot, and Jude got him to score. Just when
you want to rewatch the play so I can break it down for you? And
do you think he's a miracle man?
No, are you kidding me? He pulled all the marks.
No,
literally everybody ran
to Miracle Jude. Man for getting Marcus Rashford to score a goal?
No, it was a dead clock. That's all it was. Like, are you kidding me? Like, you had Harry Kane wide open on the wing, and the guy can't pick his head up to save his life. He's just staring at the ground the whole time, holding the ball too long. It's a quick counter. But no, he got lucky. He knuckled it. He hit it as hard as he could. He's lucky that they didn't shank to the side. And you got Harry Kane just sitting by himself on the side. Like, bro, it's a tap in right there. Like, and then just the whole play, it's like Jude just really made the whole thing happen. He really risks his knee just kicking that leg out in front of him, like that, kicking that ball out in front of him at half field like that. Because one false step, you seen Neymar do it. Yeah. You seen Neymar's false step, and he blew a whole ACL on it. And Jude did the same thing, risking it all. And then he pulls 4 defenders towards him. And what's Rashford got to do other than the usual? Just kick it as hard as you can.
I don't like you, Fernando. Honestly, bro. You're turning into a tabloid out there, bro.
What did I do?
You got Harry Kane, though. That's my bright silver lining on this is Harry Kane's mentality. It's what we've been saying. If this guy goes to Bayern, you're going to be looking at a different Harry Kane. That third goal was nuts, bro. Was nuts. The man just sweated the defender, held him off, he bullied him off, and then the finish was just world class. No goalkeeper stopping that goal.
If you had this Harry Kane back in 2018, we would have been talking World Cup.
You would have had 2 World Cups back to back.
No, and it would have came home in 2022,
crazy, bro.
It would have came home.
The dynasty.
No,
2021.
It would have been the Euro and then the World Cup before that.
But no, but remember, it got moved because of COVID, so it was 2021. 2021, it would have came home.
Where they lost to Italy.
I have the video. I have that video. Do you want to show that video?
No, I saw. We went to that video. We went to
I know. I have a video.
No, I don't need to see that video.
No, but yeah, my biggest takeaway of this game is going to be, Harry
That's
Kane.
Such a great video.
Really
if you want to let me post it, you guys would have gone viral.
I'm good. I don't care. Look, I'm not here for the likes. I'm here to keep it real. Check it out. Before Mr. Tabloid over there starts, throwing blasphemous things. The headline should be Gareth Southgate finally plays Jude Bellingham and Calvin Phillips and Declan Rice and all these things, and finally gives Marcus Rashford a start. Credit to Southgate.
What do you mean finally gives him a start?
Finally doing
what
that.
Did he do to merit the start? What did he do? What did he do?
You tell me who you're going to start over Marcus Rashford on that
on the
side.
left wing. Yeah, Jack Grealish.
Jack's been absent. He's been injured.
Jack just won a treble, man. What Rashford do?
Listen,
score one goal on Arsenal
for finally, putting out a lineup. And I even said it. I said, great lineup from Southgate. Finally, besides Pickford, which I still think is not your number 1 goalie.
And he
looked
it.
I still think you need to go to Nicky P for this.
No, I'm saying he looked like he wasn't the number one.
I don't think he's the number one. I think Nick Pope is the number one. But again, great win by England. Harry Kane is your England captain. I think that's your proper England captain. It shouldn't be Harry Maguire. It shouldn't be anyone else. I liked seeing Rashford score his damn goal. But if he doesn't continue scoring goals for Manchester United, I don't care. Did
you hear Casemiro's out for a while?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm hearing all kinds of things. What I'm saying, too much stuff is happening at Manchester United where if he needs to carry this form into Manchester United and start putting the team on his back and stop acting like a crybaby diva. My patience is running thin too. Don't get me wrong. Ten Hag's patience, is running thin. There's a star boy right there. There's a star boy right there. I read an interesting stat about Jude Bellingham. In his first 13 games of the year, he's won man of the match 9 times, I think.
Yeah.
Wow.
Something like that. Something crazy.
Well, I mean, on Tuesday, he was it Tuesday? Yeah, it was on Tuesday. On Tuesday, he had he set up the first penalty that Harry Kane hit. He assisted a Rashford, and then did he assist to Harry Kane? He might have not. It might have just been all Harry Kane. I can't remember.
It was a solo play on that one.
Okay, there you go then. But I mean,
still 2 out of 3.
Yeah, the dude is and that's what I was gonna ask you guys. How dangerous can this England team be if this is basically? I mean, you guys can argue all you want about the left winger, and then obviously the goalie. But
I said it earlier in the year. This is a golden era for England, and that's why I need Southgate gone, man. Because somebody really needs to go in there who's going to be able to maximize performance. Stop trying to be everybody's friend. Stop starting Henderson. Stop starting Maguire. You know what I mean? You got to get in here.
You think Sisu would? Oh, Sisu needs to work on his English.
Bro, stop bringing up Steve Kerr, bro. Stop bringing up Steve Kerr.
Look at this guy.
Stop.
Name 3 coaches, JC, that could take over his English job.
I already said it. I can name one. Old boy from Newcastle.
Eddie Howe.
That's the one.
But would Dan and Diego let him leave?
If you want to keep it English, I like.
Already said it has to be. It has to be, and it's got to be a dude that's gonna be hard nosed. Look what he did with Newcastle, man. You kidding me? He got Almiron playing lights out, bro. Come on, Isak.
No, I mean, definitely Eddie Howe is riding a high right now.
It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, definitely should be in that conversation.
If people really were considering Graham Potter to take over for Southgate after the World Cup, if that name was really thrown out there, why not Eddie Howe? And I'm telling you, that's a dude right there that he's with it. He's with it.
Yeah. But I like that pick there for sure.
But would Dan and Diego let him leave?
It's not up to Dan. This is for the Queen.
I think
I mean, that's not a way to convince Dan to get him to leave.
I think
up to him.
Yeah, I mean, if England come calling you, and you're a British manager, you have to take it. There's no way you turn it down. I don't care how much money the Saudis are offering you to stay or anything like that. I think you take it.
You got to. That's one in a lifetime.
I think definitely, Eddie Howe has thrown his name into the conversation if results don't go England's way. I think.
Look what he's doing in the
bare minimum. They need to win. They need to win this upcoming Euros, bro. If they do not win this upcoming Euros, I think Southgate, that's it. You're out. You cannot go to another major tournament as the favorite. I think they're the favorites right now. As the favorites,
they've been
and not
for like 3 Euros now. They've been the favorites
and not come out with.
And they keep leaving this loser in here.
I think there might be another team too.
Cool.
And we're going to talk about them. Portugal right now.
France?
Portugal.
You're crazy. Bosnia.
No. But I'm saying in general, Portugal looks like a well-oiled machine right now. And I mean, they have some players that are coming up, and it seems like they're really mixing and matching some of their guys. I'm not talking about the game against Bosnia. What I want to know though is how good could this Portugal team be, Eddie? Or how dangerous in these Euros? Because I mean, this team is, I think, light years ahead better than the team that won it back in 2000.
Yeah, I mean, I think Roberto Martinez has got the best out of him. You know, you definitely see a more attack-minded style compared to when Fernando Santos was there. He's getting the best out of Cristiano, which is the most important thing. If some of these Portuguese players can put their egos to the side, I'm talking about Bruno.
No.
I'm talking about Gonzalo Ramos.
Chris.
Who?
Chris.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
You know he gets mad every time somebody else scores.
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
him.
No, 100%. I
You gotta
think
cut that big guy.
if you allow Leao to be Leao, you know, let him play with a smile on his face and do what he does best. Definitely, I think Portugal. I don't think they're favorites. I think they can be your dark horse. I think they do have an aging squad, though. You know, Rui Patricio's, you know, getting up there. They don't really have defenders. So yeah, Pepe, you know, is kind of old.
They got the guy from Man City.
I mean, Ruben Diaz, okay, I guess.
Injury prone.
I mean, who's really the only guy that's out there that's consistent is probably Joao Cancelo.
Pepe.
Pepe's Pepe, right? Definitely, you know, I like Portugal. They did win 5-0 over Bosnia, but again, it's Bosnia. And it's the same thing I say, like, you know, even if they weren't playing Bosnia, not every European team is a stacked house team. You know, same like not every Conan Bowl team is stacked. There's gonna be your offsets like a Bosnia, like a, you know, all due respect to the Ukrainians, but you know, Ukraine. But no, I mean, Cristiano getting his goals, getting up there, getting the most caps. You like to see that. But now, right now, strictly, I think England to win it. That's it. And then I think everyone else is. The only one that's a close second might be France, but I don't see anyone else.
I got France up top. I still got France above England.
Yeah, France above England.
Because of the manager, Deschamps is not scared to make a sub and a bench a guy, and you know he's gonna do what he needs to do. But you know, good for Portugal. They are a dark horse for sure. They could beat anybody in a 90-minute game for sure. The talent's there, but the defense is gonna be the biggest question mark when it comes for them. From the midfield up, stellar. Any guys on that team could start anywhere from the midfield up, and they're world class all the way through and through. But when it comes to that back line, and you got to grind out a result, you got to get you know, like how they won the other Euro, 1-0, extra time, all the way to penalties, and just, you know, getting it out there. You know, they got a few kids on the come up. I think next Euro is going to be fun for them because you're going to see a fresh, you know, new Portuguese team, a good mix of young and old. And, you know, Chris is probably going to be coaching that one. He'll be somewhere on the bench, you know, trying to still ride that out. But, no, it's great to see Chris get his caps and his goals. But, you know, it is Bosnia. You can't be lopsided. You know, he's got a lot of European goals, but he's also played teams like this in Luxembourg a few times.
Yeah.
You know, but that's what they're there for, and that's what you're supposed to do. You know, you'd be upset if you saw them win 1-0.
Yeah.
You expect a 5-0, and if you don't see a 5-0, it's like, what the hell were they doing? They played a whole squad and all these superstars, and they only scored one goal on Bosnia. Like, and you start asking the other questions: is this the right manager for the job? Is Cristiano bringing this team down and not holding them up? You know how it goes. It just rolls down from there. Love to see the 5-0. Love to see that they're qualified. They deserve to be qualified, especially in the group they're in. And I want to see them play a real team. You know, to see a Portugal versus Italy, that'd be a fun game to see. You know, because I still believe Italy's going to be able to get back in there. Napoli coach is not going to go out easy.
I think they would have to play Poland in the playoff, and I'm sure they would.
And that's a solid game. That's a solid game too. You know, and all the good teams are going to be left. I still think it's France's tournament. They finally are going to be, you know, in a good position to actually win the Euro. Mbappe is going to get another great trophy for his international trophy cabinet.
If the Champs doesn't win that one, I'm telling you right now.
Oh, stop talking about Steve Kerr. Leave him alone. He's not good, bro.
Moving on, Ronaldo had 2 braces over.
Where's he been at? Where's he been
He
at?
ain't gonna take no whack ass job. Why is he gonna do that for, bro?
Oh,
You know what he's waiting for. You know what he's waiting for. He's waiting for the French national team
Get
job.
out of here, bro.
He's waiting for the French
More
national team
prime
job.
players.
They would have won. They would have.
That's
They
just
would have
like
won the
Steve
World
Kerr.
Cup with Zizou in there.
And that's exactly why he's Steve Kerr. Look at that. Let me go get this already built team that somebody else put together, and let me go just start all prime 11 players.
He didn't just walk into the Real Madrid dressing room.
Yeah, he did, bro.
He's the one that plugged Casemiro into that lineup.
Yes, he did. Oh, how hard was it to plug Casemiro in that lineup?
Casemiro was with Porto the year before. He was on loan to Porto.
How hard was it to put him in that starting lineup?
Nobody knew how good
Solari couldn't do nothing. Rafa Benitez couldn't do nothing.
Really?
And then
busted ass
Solari. To go out there.
Solari that went to go catch America. That's who you're rating. That's who you're gonna rate. That's who you're gonna rate.
Didn't even last a full season.
Benitez had
one
season.
How does someone
Liverpool.
come in that, according to you, has no coaching experience, doesn't know how to coach,
and they win the
championship? Then they win a treble Champions
Like
League.
I said, and like I've always said, that is the best team to ever exist. All 11 players were in their prime. All 11.
It takes a special manager.
All 11. You're talking about Cristiano. You're talking about Benzema.
You know how special
You're talking about Bale.
He had a busted relationship with Gareth Bale, and Gareth Bale still produced for him.
All right,
bro. Let's stop talking about Steve Kerr, please.
That'd be a
Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo had a brace in each of the last 2 games. So that officially passes him in front of Erling Haaland for
that's kind of crazy.
Most goals this
no
season.
De Bruyne, no Android.
Android 17.
JC, just what do you make of it?
It's el bicho.
Last year he had 7
real goal machine.
Last year he had 17.
And say what you want. Yeah, he's playing in the Saudi league. Yeah, he played Bosnia, but you still got to score. You still got to score, and Haaland's not scoring. Haaland played over the break. Haaland's been playing for Man City. He's been playing some scrubs too, and he can't get it in the back of the net.
Winner this year, I haven't seen him score.
Yeah, I just disqualify that trophy altogether for me. You know,
I mean, if it goes to him, that's like
it's already a done deal. It's stupid. How are you gonna win a Ballon d'Or off of 5 penalties? Don't make no sense.
If they give Scaloni the best coach of the year too, I'm over that.
Oh, that's gonna happen.
Crazy. And they're
gonna give that goalkeeper the goalkeeper of the year.
That's crazy. Ain't no way.
Eddie.
But yeah, shout out Chris, doing it.
Hey, bro, come on. I don't care if he's playing in the Saudi league, like JC said. You got to score the goals, bro. You got to be a difference maker. You got to be there when your team needs you to put the ball in the back of the net, and he's doing that. You know, it makes you question why he left Manchester United to begin with. Manchester United is lacking goals.
Oh, do you want me to bring Dan back in so he
yeah, I mean, maybe Ten Hag got that one wrong. That's cool, but God,
it's the fat rats.
It's just it's
the fat rats. I got like one left.
The guy's 38, but he's playing like he's still 20, 25 or something. Like, the guy's crazy, bro.
Which is werewolf.
All right, real quick. Let's go to everybody's favorite segment. Real quick before we do the EPL predictions of over the weekend.
You keeping tally about my picks?
No, I'm gonna. Dan and Day goes on that. He will be starting that.
Yeah, I'm big negative. Yeah.
All right. Right now, they came out with the best 20 players of the world right now. Number 1, Jude Bellingham. 2, Mohamed Salah. 3, Martinez. 4, Erling Haaland. 5, Kylian Mbappe. 6, Rodri. 7, Harry Kane. 8,
Urasi.
Yeah.
Urasi.
9,
Santi Jimenez. And number 10, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Who the hell came up with this list?
Hey, Lionel Messi's at 15.
Nah, but who came up with this list? This list is stupid.
How's Harry Kane?
How's James Madison in there? Like, come on, bro. I know, like, he's doing great for Spurs and stuff, but relax.
How's Lautaro third over
Rice
Harry
is in
Kane?
there?
Mbappe?
Crazy.
This is mental.
Nah, this is ridiculous.
Mbappe is what? 5th? I only agree with number 1.
Can you go to their Twitter page real quick? 90-minute football.
Yeah.
Look at these frauds.
What are these bums?
How much they pay for that blue check mark?
Handing football back.
Oh, here we go. Look, lies. Vinicius isn't happy with the way he's been playing recently. Nobody said that. What's the next lie? Oh, let's see. Jill Scott making an iconic moment even more permanent. She got a tattoo. That's breaking news, bro. Come on. Why are these guys licensed?
There you go.
Oh, he just reposted. He just reposted the Xabi Alonso video that went viral.
Yeah, that's tight. That's what Zidane was doing at, the Casablanca out there, but someone was trying to give him no credit.
It was Steve Kerr? Yeah, for sure.
Damn, look at those passes, though.
That's
my next manager is he's
permanent
on
class
right now.
That's like
you gonna be your next manager? Papa Perez already made the call. Papa Perez made the call. Okay.
Watch out.
All right, real quick. Start one, bench one, drop one. Eden Hazard, Mohamed Salah, and Alexis Sanchez. Eddie,
it's kind of easy,
Wait, are we talking like all-time prime? Like
we're talking about prime,
like best season.
I'm dropping Salah. That's easy for me. I'm dropping Salah, bro. I'm starting Alexis. And I'm benching Eddie.
You wanted to start Eden Hazard.
I didn't want to start Eden Hazard.
Chelsea Eden Hazard was out of pocket.
Yeah.
But I'll start Eden. Okay. Alexi off the bench. That's a cool super sub. You know what it is. He spazzed out in the Prem. He did his thing. But yeah, Salah out. Go back to Roma.
Look at the comments right there. Sanchez doesn't come close to these two. A United fan.
Are you kidding me? He's got more Champions Leagues than them. What are you talking about?
And then the King starts always bench Salah. Oh, Eden Hazard.
Bro. Hazard was cooking in the Prem, bro.
Hazard had the Brazilian in him where he wouldn't train well.
Hey,
Hazard, it was annoying.
Hazard looked at Real Madrid too. He just did.
It was annoying. But you go ahead and ask Hazard about
he absorbed all your guys' injuries. So
that's what JC. Yeah, JC said he was like the basketball from Space Jam.
He was right there. It was him. He did his part. It was a pivotal piece.
Lukaku has been balling in the Euro qualifying 2024. He has 10 goals. Ronaldo has 9.
Bring up the Mourinho picture. Bring up the Mourinho picture real quick, please. That's my reaction right there. That's my reaction. That's me right there.
There was a report that he was about to be that he's close to being.
Yeah, the Roma fans ain't behind that. It's not the Roma fans pushing that garbage. It's all the haters. Boy, got haters every day. Got haters. He makes.
But it's crazy. Young Hodge. Did you read what Hodge said? That the players were intentionally trying to injure him, and they were like throwing high knees in his back every time he backed into them. It was kind of crazy.
Look at this. This shows how uncompetitive Euro qualifiers is. For real, man. Still making me laugh how Lukaku has more international goals than Pele.
Yeah, I mean, again, like I said, not every European team has. It's like your Conenbo. It's like your CONCACAF. It's like there's gonna be a shit bag of teams that don't do well. And
sometimes you play Peru,
like San Marino. Like, come on, bro.
Sometimes you play Peru. Sometimes you play Uruguay.
Sometimes you play Bolivia.
I don't know.
Sometimes you play Argentina. Like, I don't
know. Uruguay. There's a guy there that.
Sometimes you play Portugal, and sometimes you play Bosnia.
There's a madman in Uruguay.
Oh yeah.
ESPN FC is very nervous. 3 of the last 6 Ballon d'Or winners following a World Cup year were not on the winning team.
Ruined childhood. And a great trophy.
I'm already, the ESPN FC admin is a bona fide Messi fan. No matter what, Messi can come out and say, "I cured cancer, but I'm gonna make y'all pay zillions of dollars for it," and the guy's still gonna be all over him. Like,
why Messi's the greatest human being of all time.
Yeah, the admin needs to respect his journalistic integrity a little bit more.
Bro.
Forget it, big guy.
Garbage.
For El Clásico. This Barcelona.
Is it going to be on Spotify? Is it going to be on Spotify?
Clásico will feature the iconic Rolling Stones tongue and lip logo.
Oh man,
they need.
Oh, that Mbappe tweet just shut the club down. That's hilarious.
Oh my god, that is hilarious.
Oh man,
the last time I had a special kid for El Clásico, they lost 3-1.
The last thing they need to do, bro, is put out stuff like this when your president just got charged for corruption. Your club has been found guilty of corruption.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a good look, bro. It's not a good look. Resign, Laporta. Resign.
It is very bad right now.
Nothing left in that club. So to see. But let me get Frankie de Jong.
Let's go to. Supposedly he wants to sign a contract extension because he loves.
Yeah, I want a lot of things too.
All right, let's have the fellas predict the
Mm.
EPL weekend. Let's
Little
start
Not
off with
financial advice, but I'm close to it.
Let's start with the morning game, the very early
Ooh,
matchup.
early kickoff.
Liverpool
Bet the
at
early
Everton.
It's the young Merseyside derby.
Unfortunately, the Scousers are gonna win that one.
Yeah,
Darwin Nunez,
yeah,
difference maker.
Scousers for sure.
Brentford
Nunez.
at Burnley.
Brentford.
JC.
Yeah. We'll go Brent.
Bournemouth at Wolves.
Wolves.
Nottingham Forest at Luton
Nottingham
Town.
Forest.
Sorry.
Forest.
Man City at Brighton.
Man City.
Yeah, I hope it's a draw, but
Yeah.
Newcastle at Crystal Palace.
Draw.
Newcastle.
Come on, you Spurs. Chelsea at Arsenal.
Chelsea.
Eddie,
Yeah,
we might have to.
Yeah.
Chelsea.
I'll let you know. I'm gonna go Chelsea.
They're coming in hot. Chelsea's coming in hot. They found goals. Let's see it. Now they're playing the top team.
I think
Chelsea.
Pochettino's figuring it out.
Sheffield United at Manchester United.
Man, you.
Glory, Man United.
Aston Villa at West Ham.
Villa.
Ooh, that's gonna be a great game, bro. West Ham just don't know how to keep a lead, man.
Villa.
I'm gonna go West Ham.
Tottenham at Fulham. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.
Tottenham.
Wow, I'm gonna go Spurs on that one too.
Gotta get South London.
There it is. We appreciate you guys so much for checking out yet another episode of Gombuzz FC. Again, the international break was last week. We are back. We got everything for you guys. We will be back next week to discuss everything that happened over the weekend, and we'll have everything for you guys. So make sure you guys tune in. Don't forget to check out everything else on Combas on the Beat Network. Don't forget to check out What's Up Bolts. Dan and Dago and I break down Chargers versus Chiefs. Go check out Combas on the Beat. The episode from this week is Justin Herbert not a clutch quarterback. That question has pissed off Dan and Dago, so make sure you guys go check out.
No, there's a lot of memes out there talking about Herbert's weekly game-winning
Zach Wilson's been more clutch this season than Herbert, but all right.
He won one game. Relax, my guy.
That's the best team in the NFL. Or
my Wi-Fi just got disconnected.
Yeah, I think so too. Don't forget to check out House of Horns as well. I think the Steelers come into town to play the Rams. And don't forget to check out everything else on Combos on the Beat Network. If you guys want to rock that awesome hoodie like Eddie's rocking right now, make sure you guys go below. It is starting to get into, today on Thursday, it was not hoodie weather, but it's starting to get there. So make sure you guys are ready for that. But again, we appreciate you guys so much. Have a great weekend. Don't forget to be a compa. Tell a compa. Thank you guys so much.